Oh, so sweet. Hey, Jameson. Oh, wait. Oh, y'all just jumped on immediately. Oh, all right. I'm just taking a break. I had a long day with Grub Hub. I tell you, it's going to be I'm going to be doing open about 30 hours next week, so I can so I can get my rent money by the first. Well, you're gonna have to hustle, that's for sure. You probably got to throw in Uber Eats in the process too. So let me tell you, I had a long day today. I didn't go to no Panera, but anywho, I wanted to kind of see what a 6-hour day would be. I got an 8-hour today with Grub Hub. I got 2 more hours to go, and I'm taking a break, so I go back on 6 o'clock. So I'm sitting here at the Publix in the middle of the zone, and so far it's been pretty good. I made how many orders did I take with Grub Hub today? Did you make over to me? Sure did. It's 6-hour block from 11 to 5. I made $76 and 80 something cent, something like that. Yeah, something like that. 76.80 something. I don't know the exact amount, but that's what I made. And you know how from 6 to 8 I'll probably get more bigger orders for lunch. Hopefully I won't get no bull crap. So at this point I have wiggle room to either accept the bad orders and the long drawn out rides, but we'll see. But yeah, I made over the guarantee because basically over about what, 10, what is it, $14-16? Yep, $12 an hour. And the thing you wanna know what's so funny is that between 11 and 2:30 I made 40 something bucks. I made about 46 bucks or something like that. And I started thinking about Panera. See, if I add in the $5 per hour, even during from 11 to 2:30 at that gas, you're really only making about $2 an hour. I ain't got time to be all that wear and tear. My car been going through wear and tear. Everybody I always want to break down something that's not even true. Because when you go to work and you're working and you're making a salary, you're putting wear and tear in your car. So that's not really an issue about, oh, you only making $2 an hour with wear and tear. I only did 18 miles of delivery, and if I was to look at how much I spent, now I did fill up today with gas, so that don't make any difference. Well, you only making, everybody always want to make that argument. Well, because number one, it's not like I spent all $40 in gas today. Well, the next time I need to fill up for my gas tank is probably going to be what? Next, what's today? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Probably 4 days from now, I'm probably going to have to fill up again, maybe 5. And I probably would have been able to not burn up as much gas because I didn't turn on my eco. I ain't had my eco turned on all this time. And I said, wait a minute, that's what I haven't been doing. Whether it's premium, regular, it don't make a difference. That little few cents in gas, that little extra $2 in premium, it ain't that big of a deal. You can spend $2. I could find $2 under these seats, or gather up coins and loose change and pay the difference. So that is a moot case. Well, you're only making you're only making $5 an hour. It don't make a difference. You're making that, I don't know. Like I said, it ain't no difference between regular, middle grade, and premium. If you look at the difference in gas, it's only $2. Right here, look, $2.39. I don't even see the other tag. It's probably what, $2.69, and this is Shell. Like I said, I can't be worrying about that, because you keep worrying about looking at the price of gas and all that kind of, all I know is you just gotta be well, I don't know where you look. I don't know what side of town you seen that at. I'm looking at the Shell, and it's $2.39 at Broadcliff and La Vista. So all I know is this. I ain't looking at no prices, no gas. Vicky, where you live at for premium gas to be $2.69? Like I said, the closer you are in the city, the further you away, wherever you are, it don't make a difference. It does not make a difference. Clayton County, yeah, the further you are away, the closer you get into the city of Atlanta, the higher it's going to be. Quick Trip and Shell and Texaco and Exxon, shoot, those gas prices could be different. And you're going to, so it all depends on where you go. I ain't worried about that. So basically, let me talk about my topic. Now, I made over, we ain't talking about gas no more. I'm talking about gas. Hey, Lynn, y'all bring up one person bring up gas, and y'all just hang on that topic. Dang. What happens if gas goes $10 a gallon, It don't make no difference. I ain't saying gas gonna be $10 an hour, but shoot, what can you do about it? I can't nickel and dime myself to death. As long as I know gas is at $2.30 something, $2.49, whatever. I put $40 and I filled up to the whole entire tank. And that's it. That's why I said you gotta work smart. I'm not gonna be driving 40 miles for one customer and use up a quarter of a tank of gas and get paid $40 for 40 minutes for 40 miles. That's just ridiculous. Y'all keep talking about this dang. Get an efficient car. That's what I could tell y'all. What I'm planning on doing is simply putting aside my little stash cash money, and when it's time for me to trade this Kia in, or whatever I decide to do, I don't know, then I'm gonna buy me something a little bit more lighter, efficient, smaller, or whatever the case may be. I'm not gonna buy a brand new car. I'm just gonna ride this car until it can't run no more, and that's it. That's all I could do. Just buy a car that's gonna be good. A small car, light car, or just get a hoopty. Like I said, eventually I'm gonna put that damn Corolla in use, because there ain't nothing wrong with that car. But anyway, We're not going to talk about gas no more. So anyway, I got 2 more hours for Grub Hub. I'll probably make $30. I think I'll probably make $100 today, so that's pretty good. And Uber Eats, I don't get it. The other day, Monday, when it was a holiday, they had the Quest, and I had an extra $15 to my regular rides that I did, and I made $67, $68. And even though I was online with Uber from about what, I think it was like 1-ish, 2-ish, no, about 1, all the way till I took a break for an hour, and then I did my Grub Hub, and then I resumed again. But I started noticing that the little damn boost that they used to give is going down. It used to be 1.5 if you drove during, certain areas with Uber Eats. Now they knocked it down like 1.1, 1.2, and even on a Friday night, they used to have it where if you work between midnight and 3 in the morning, which I would probably never do. If I ever do that, it's because I have to probably try to make some money and I'm in desperate need. It used to be 2.0. Surely, but slowly, Uber started, they don't have 2.0 anymore from midnight to 3 in the morning, which I'd probably never do anyway. Now it's like 1.5 or 1.6. I was like, what's the hell going on? So I didn't know they had Quest. I had Quest several days ago, last week. Sunday, it said if I had did, what was it? I think they said like 12 rides, I would get an extra bonus for $30. And I was like, and I missed out on that. I didn't even study Uber. But I find it amazing how, and I'm quite sure these companies are following up on each other. Yesterday, I didn't work yesterday. I was like, I'm canceling my block. I'm not going to do no 2-hour block. I'm going home. I did my, I worked yesterday at Panera, and they had guests, the trainer, and then they had the regional director or manager or whatever, I don't know. Had our little discussion, and they also came to observe the cafe. They said that the particular cafe, the one that I transferred to, said it was like one of the most highest rates in deliveries, meaning that people weren't getting their food on time. But yet, this is in the highest, busiest area in Atlanta. Sandy Springs, Dunwoody, high traffic. It takes you almost 10 minutes just to get through a stoplight in Abernathy to go to the hospital that's half a mile away, congested. So they went on this big spill about, are you going to be for the team? I've got this light. Let me take this. Whew. Are you going to be on the team? And da-da-da-da. And all this kind of stuff, And I'm like, sitting here listening to this bull crap. Gave my little input about some things that I think they need to change. But then this is what ultimately what they told me was, we can't be pointing the fingers at other people. We got to take responsibility of our own actions. And blah, say blah, 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 blah. We need to work as our own team. But basically, it didn't mean diddly squat. Because they didn't seem to understand or seem to really want to know why are people leaving? Why they can't keep delivery drivers? And I told them, I said, I could make more money doing these other apps than being the delivery person at Panera. But I chose to do Panera to give it a chance. Because I was getting a little bit tired doing the same things with Grub Hub, and it was a little bit more cohesiveness where you're not really putting a whole lot of miles on your car working as a delivery driver for Panera. And the fact that they offer benefits, and I won't say it's great benefits, it's not like, but it ain't bad either. But at the same time, it has to make sense to me. So they try to use that little psychology about, Teresa, just look at this as your own business. I said, okay, I'm sitting here like, they think I'm a fool. I told them that it doesn't make any sense how, and if I was a customer, I wouldn't want nobody hands to be looking in the bag in the way they package the bag. You responsible for checking, make sure everything is properly in the bag. How the hell are you supposed to know if the sandwich that was made doesn't have the certain ingredients that they don't want? I can't be open up the bag, take everything out the bag, looking at the sandwich and making sure it don't have mayo or it don't have tomato. Why would I want to reopen up food and do that? All I'm supposed to do is look in the bag. If it says supposed to be 3 items, I'm looking in there and see if they got 3 items. Now, whether or not it's made properly, that's not really on me or the driver. And another thing is, they so overwhelmed that if an order is supposed to be delivered by 11 o'clock, the order is not even given to you to be delivered on time. It's like it's 11:50, then the food is given to you, and then you don't even have the leeway to deliver it. But hey, Angel. But it has its flaws. But let me tell you, the biggest flaw that I've seen is that they got, they knew certain drivers were cherry picking. They were cherry picking in terms of what orders had the good tips, who was getting the free tips, the customers who left a $5 tip already on the credit card. They would take those orders and make $40-50 in cash tips. And I knew they knew that. But then they trying to logically explain that if the order is late or the order is not made correctly, then they're not going to order Panera after that. So they was asking me, are you with us? Or are you, it almost sounded like it was a cult kind of speaking, Are you with us? Because we expect you to grow the business and help us with the business and this and that and blah, 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 blah. So, I was like, sure. So going forward, we ain't going to have no issues. We ain't going to have no problems. And I was like, okay. It ain't nothing special about Panera in regards to being a delivery person. Yeah, When I calculated it monetary wise, the $5 per hour plus, say I get a $20 in cash tips that day, you know, it's about almost the same thing if I was doing Grub Hub. At least when I calculated it today. From 11 o'clock till about 2:30 or so, which is the peak hours for lunch. I already made $40-something during that time frame. So even if I was to work a 4-hour block, well, let's say 4 hours or two blocks, I know I'm at least guaranteed to make $40 as long as I accept all the deliveries. And good thing about me is this particular area, North Drew Hills, you know, because Grub Hub split the areas into 2 different areas. There's Decatur and then there's Sandy Springs. So if you get into a area where there's a lot of restaurants, you could get a lot of, you're not really going to be going as far. I didn't go that far today. I pretty much stayed right here in this area where I'm parked at. And I just went all around in this small radius. It was almost perfect. That's the best thing Grub Hub ever done in a long time. Because usually, the old way, they used to drag you from Alpharetta to Decatur. And I said, how the hell am I supposed to get to Decatur to Alpharetta and pick up an order in 10 minutes? So when they changed these blocks and changed these areas, you know, it made it a little bit better. Because they knew they were losing a lot of drivers. So, and I'm still bumping into people who do Uber Eats only. And, yeah, Uber Eats. Hey, T, this show, I'm so sorry. This light, this sun is bothering me in my eyes. So far, with Grub Hub, the more that you have a high percentage rate, meaning that you don't reject orders, you don't drop your block, they're gonna give the drivers the best orders, especially if you're fast. See, let me tell you what the secret is with Grub Hub. Don't try to work towards the minimum. Meaning, if you have a 2-hour block, don't try to drag yourself and take all day to pick up an order, because they're tracking that. They have an average for each zone. They have an average. So if you work in Atlanta and you do Grub Hub and you're in Sandy Springs and Dunwoody area and Buckhead, the average time they expect you to do a delivery for one delivery is 40, what they told me, 40 minutes? Yeah, the average is 40 minutes. If your average is over 40 minutes, say it's like 59 minutes an hour, and they see that your time to pick up, you know, to go to the person, no, to go to the restaurant, pick up the food, drop it off to the customer, if you only doing an order that's over and it's over the average, your account's gonna get flagged for fraud. And that's what happens. And they're not gonna cancel your they're not gonna cancel your contract. They're not gonna terminate your contract, because they can't afford to terminate nobody. What they'll simply do is prevent you from choosing blocks and put you on block restriction. But that doesn't mean you can't get any orders. It's just that you could still log on without a block. But the thing is that if you get a block, no, if you get an order and you don't have a block, and say it's a $10, $12 order, don't be shocked if Grub Hub takes it away, because they will unassign it to you and give it to a driver who actually is under guarantee, because they're not going to pay a driver a guarantee to pick up no orders, to give it to a driver who's just driving around and working off a block. They're not going to really allow you to do that. The only way that Grub Hub's going to allow you to work on a block, to work off a block with no blocks, is if they give you the signal and say, we're extremely busy in our area, please log on to pick up some orders. That's the only way that you could do that. Otherwise, it's not highly suggested. You could probably get away with it maybe doing one time, or maybe, you know, a high peak time. Then you may get away with it for a minute, but don't be a regular. Don't be a regular person. Now, Uber Eats, on the other hand, it seems to me that if you don't do Uber Eats on a regular basis, and say you I don't understand. What's COT? But thank you, celebrity. Hey, Nicole. Hey, everybody. Good afternoon. But let me tell you, with Uber Eats, I started noticing that they're not giving that dang boost or surge or whatever you want to call it as regularly like they used to. Man, in fact, it's gone down. And I could tell when they start, if you try to do Uber Eats on a regular basis, like every day, and you become a regular, they don't give you those bonuses options like they used to. That's why I said, you know what? I'm going to do it occasionally. Exactly. I don't tell no lies. You know, some of these people be making it all rosy, and you better not be talking about my Uber. Look, I'm making money. You know, man, please, put the phone down. You know, shit. Let me tell you. This is it. Ooh, it's so hot. I'm burning up. Let me tell you. These companies, you got to play their little game and don't take no mess. And Grub Hub too. Because you know what? That day customer service, I had to kind of almost curse them out a couple of times. You trying to give me 2 orders last night, and I immediately got there, dropped it off, and you calling me on the phone. I see the Chicago number pulling up. I'm like, what? What are you calling me for? I said, can I not drive? Why are you calling me? You know, you're messing up my GPS. Can I deliver the first order before I get to the second order? The customer order was not even ready. It was not even due until 8:11. It was only 7:50, and you calling me because we want to know where their food at. But shit, you call them and you tell them the driver's on their way and they're dropping off the first order and they're giving to the next one. It wasn't like their order was so late. I mean, they got on my dang nerves. I was like, stop calling me. And I had to block them. Then let me tell you what happened today. One of the orders I had picked up, Taco Mac. I look at the phone, you know, it has wings and something else or whatever. So I said, okay, I'm picking up for so and so and so. So they give you the bag, and that was it. So I drop it off at the Shepherd Center residential housing, where they know damn well that you're supposed to have a access key card to get in there. Otherwise, you're not allowed to go in certain places. You can't go upstairs or do whatever. So let me tell you. So I dropped it off. I called the person. I said, I'm here. You know, yourself, you learned the hard way. I've been watching you ever since I tried, and you was right on with these true reviews. You know it's right. You know it's true. So let me tell you. So the customer calling me, are you the driver who delivered from the Taco Mac? I said, yeah. she didn't get her drink. No, she told me this when she got the bag. I said, ma'am, they didn't give me any drinks. They just gave me this bag and that's it. Then she gonna call me after I drove off, you need to go back and get the drink. I said, no ma'am, I'm not going back and get no drink. No, I'm not. I already had another order to go to pick up and deliver. I'm not backtracking to get no drink. Some tea from Taco Mac that tastes like water in the first goddamn place. You know? So I said, well, you need to call Grub Hub. Maybe they'll give you a credit for the drink. Other than that, I'm not you better go back and get the drink. No, hell no, I better not do nothing other than stay black and die and pay taxes, and that's it. And try to comb through my curly hair and get combed through this bush. Because I've been trying to comb through this and I can't comb through it. So anyway, I am burning up. I must be going to the change. I know I'm almost getting there. I hope it don't be this bad, but it's hot at the same time, so I don't even know if I'm actually burning up because it's almost 80 degrees and I'm in this black t-shirt, or it's almost, I'm getting there. Look at my shirt, y'all. The real role models. I took a photo shoot with this shirt. But anyway, so I said, no ma'am, you can call Grub Hub and they could probably refund you back the drink. She's talking about you better go back and get the drink. Hell no. Thank you. So let me tell you, I'm like, So I called Grub Hub customer service. I told them it didn't show up on my app that she had a drink. It only shows her wings and whatever the side item was. And every time I go to damn Taco Mac, they don't never list no drinks anyway. Half the time, see, Taco Mac be messing up people's orders, and then they gonna make it seem like you the one is responsible for not getting it. So I knew she was looking at my car, probably thinking, I know my IC better not be in the cup, bitch. This is a QT cup from the gas station. This is a regular cup with water in it. So ain't none of these cups is no iced tea. You know? And she almost sounded like she was trying to argue about it. When you refuse to deliver the food. Well, I don't refuse to deliver the food. Now, if I pick up an order, now let me tell you this with Grub Hub. Now, I had to go to the damn hospital, pay for parking. Well, put it this way, it was only free parking for like 15 minutes. And going to Northside Hospital is you're walking for 10 minutes just to get to the other side of the hospital and come back. And the only reason why I didn't have to pay for parking was because when I drive up, I tell people, you know what, I just came to deliver some food, and they'll let me out and don't have to pay. If I call you and I gotta walk 20 minutes to find you in a hospital, which is restricted areas, I'm gonna tell you, I'm downstairs in the lobby near the elevator. I'm not going to leave my car unattended for nobody. Especially if the cops already said, or the security guard already told you, you can't, you know, man, you can't park there. They got to come downstairs. A lot of these businesses and stuff, they want you to, they know you can't go up in the buildings, so they tell you. So I call them on the phone, and if they start arguing, if they start, you got to go upstairs. No, ma'am. No, sir. No. They told me I can't go up there. You got to come down and get the bag. Now, if it's Uber Eats and they want to argue, curse, carry on, look, I'm driving off. I'm not going to deliver it. Same thing with Grub Hub. I will call customer service and I will tell them, I've sat here and waited, and I made the attempt to deliver the food, and I'm only obligated to go to the door, not all the way upstairs, not all the way down the end of the hall, or anything else. If you want me to show my driver's license, I need to sign in to go upstairs and it's restricted, I'm calling you or I'm going to leave it at the concierge. Ma'am, I left the bag downstairs with the concierge. Or let the, especially at the fancy hotels. That's another thing I don't do. I don't go up to hotels. I don't go upstairs to the hotels. You got to either meet me downstairs or I leave it with the concierge and, or they'll send a bellhop to bring the food upstairs. And they got bellhops. You go to any fancy hotel, you don't got to go upstairs to the hotel. You could tell and ask the concierge or the bellhop person, can you send the bellhop to the room to deliver the food? That's it. They do that for room service. They do that when you ask for pillows and sheets and whatever else. You're not supposed to be wandering through the hotel, you know, delivering food. I don't care what hotel it is. Because, see, the Whitney, will they make us pay for the food? We're not going the extra mile for no. Let's see. You gotta pay for no food. You ain't gotta pay for the food. If the food is undelivered, they just get a credit for the next order, and that's it. That's it. Customer service will call the customer, and if the customer don't answer the phone, or if they don't pick up, and you waited for 10 minutes or something, they said, then they tell you to mark it as delivered and move on, and then the customer's not charged until they actually get that food. They not charged to get that food. But I tell you, some of these customers, I hate going to certain people and deliver, i.e. black folks who work at some of these hospitals. They swear up and down, they say, I didn't get the food. Bitch, you're lying. Because why are you calling me an hour and a half later from Grub Hub customer service? The customer said they didn't get their food. You better check your GPS and you better check your Google map. You seen that I was parked in front of the hospital for 10 minutes and they got that food. They made me so mad one time they did that crap a few months ago, trying to say they didn't get the food. And I said, you know what? I'm going to tell you what the customer looked like. 5'5" fat black girl with some ugly ass weave, some messed up looking jacked up hair, with some dirty ass grunge, you know, and I could describe them to the T. Don't dare sit there and lie on me saying you didn't get your food and I know you got it. Because see, some of these people think they slick. They'll sit there and say, I didn't get my food. Okay, sit there and tell a lie. You're not gonna tell no lie on me. Because, you know, you gotta be careful. Some people will lie to their teeth. They didn't get no food. If you didn't get no food, let me tell you, if you didn't get the food, make sure I miss my time. I'm about to be clock on 6 o'clock. Oops, dang it, already? Dang. Let me tell you, if you don't deliver a food item, whether it be Grub Hub or Uber Eats, call customer service. You tell them I waited, customer didn't come downstairs, or whatever the situation it is. And you tell them. But I am not backtracking. Once I leave your spot, I'm not going to redeliver. I'm not going to pick up no missing items. Now, I may have done that twice, 2-3 times. I may have done it. But it was something, if I did something wrong, like say I spilled the drink and the drink just totally wasted and I, you know, and I said, dang it, I messed up. I'll go to the, you know, I'll go to the nearest gas station, Quick Trip or whatever, and get me the other soda or whatever and buy it, you know, and just buy it. But that's going to be very rare that I would do that. But that thing, Taco Mac and some of these restaurants, they give you the bag. I look in the bag. That's okay. That's it. Because it's very rare that you pick up tea and drinks from a lot of these restaurants. A lot of times they want $3 for some dang drinks. You know, and if I'm delivering to your house, you should already have drinks at home. I ain't buying no $3 cup of soda. Ain't even this big. It'll be this size. $3 for some stale ass sweet tea or some nasty ass Coca-Cola or Pepsi or whatever. That's not even, you know. That don't make no sense to me. How would you buy drinks at a restaurant? And half the time, it'll be carbonated. I was like, why these restaurants can't even have regular bottles of soda? What happened to that? Why it gotta be in a cup? Soda's half the time it's flat. It don't even taste good. You know? That's crazy. But no, if you don't deliver the order and you call customer service with Grub Hub and they tell you, okay, hold on, let me call the customer. They're gonna call the customer. The customer don't answer the phone. They don't pick up. They tell you to mark it delivered and move on to the next. You ain't got time to be sitting here waiting for people to come downstairs and, you know, and wait till they do whatever. You know, that's one thing I don't like about Panera. Is that they know you coming and they be sitting here taking their sweet ass time to get their food. In the meantime, I have another bag in the car waiting for them to get delivered. And then when I get there to deliver the food, they folded their hands all upset because you messed up their lunch break with Panera and they didn't get their food. To me, half these people need to start making their lunches because there ain't nothing special ordering for Panera. Half a sandwich and a soup, you know. Y'all know y'all work in a hospital. Y'all know and they got a cafeteria. It may not be good. I like Panera as a company for food. Well, I like their food, but I'm getting kind of tired of eating it because I've been eating it almost every goddamn day. Every time I leave, I'm getting something because you get like a, 65% discount. And I'm getting kind of tired of eating the same thing. I like Panera in the sense that you get the cash tips every day. But when it's slow, not when it's slow, because it never gets slow. When customers start tipping $2, $1, 0, oops. Let me go in the available real quick. All right, I'm back. You know, at this particular location I'm at, the 2 other drivers, they left. Well, one came back yesterday, but they were saying they're going to fire him. And they just come when they want to come. So they don't really have enough people. And I know I didn't come today because I told them I had issues with my car. And they were like, you had to call 2 hours ahead of time and blah, 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 whatever. You know, as many times, that I stayed behind and did things like that, I'm sorry. If I'm having issues, I'm having issues. I called you at 9 o'clock. I mean, I called them at 9. Or it was like a little bit before 9 o'clock. Exactly. There's certain things you really don't need to be ordering, especially if you work in a hospital. If I work at a place where I know I have a certain lunch period from 11 o'clock, you may be lucky to get it on time. And sometimes we do try to make sure they get their food on time. But come on. You work at Northside Hospital. You know that it's hard to get there. They don't need to be ordered. Matter of fact, if Panera was smart and they wanted to really get the business, oops, I got it offered already. Hold on, y'all. So, it's like they need to have like maybe they need to do pre-lunches, do pre-lunches that don't require a whole lot of fixing. You don't need the sandwich press, and maybe they need to do what this other company that I saw started doing, which is a great idea to me. And I think that with this experience of being a food delivery driver, it gives them a lot of ideas of business opportunities that I could do myself. But I already have my own consulting business. I'm decided to be a business development consulting and taxes and help people with business ideas that they want to do. But this is company called not Foodie. What the hell is this company? Foolies or something with Foodie or whatever. What it is that they set up lunches from a certain restaurant, and all people have to do is go downstairs and just get the lunch. So they may have one company featured one day. Like I was in this one building at State Farm downstairs, and somebody came, "What? I already missed lunch." And they said, "What y'all had today?" They had soul food and something else. I was going to ask the guy the question about what's the whole concept and how do you become part of the business idea or whatever it was. And I didn't ask because I had to go. But I'm going to ask them the next time. But what it is that certain restaurants basically already have their food, and all you do is set it up, and people come downstairs and buy the lunches. So I was like, I wonder, how much do the person who's supposed to go downstairs, they make? Because that's a great business concept. You go to different restaurants, and you probably get about 50 or 25 of their salads, and you turn around and you sell it to office buildings. That's a great idea. See, you can't be unique in a business. You just have to find a problem to a solution. And to me, people are not going to get out their damn car and pick up their own food. That's why Uber Eats and Grub Hub and all these companies came about. But you got to pay the drivers. See, that's the biggest expense. It's so many out there, like right now, Amazon Flex. Boy, let me tell you, they changed their thing in Atlanta where you could go on demand and you could immediately get restaurant orders. Man, I was all the way at Walgreens in Snellville, and I turned it on to say I'm available. And the minute I turned it on, it had 5 offers to go to Decatur and all these places. I didn't know where to go to. It was paying $36 to $48 range. And all you had to do is wait and pick up and see if you get an order from a restaurant and you deliver it. Man, I was like, what? They pay more than their Grub Hub and Uber Eats. So if you in Atlanta and you are doing Amazon Flex, watch out, because this on-demand service that Amazon got going on is going to be off-chain. And it's not just for restaurants, it's also for Amazon Fresh, for grocery pickup, and for packages. I ain't trying to do no packages as much. But all the other things, let me tell you, Grub Hub and all these, and Uber Eats, they're going to be, they got to run for their money. So when people start picking on, saying that they could order food from Amazon the same way they could do for Grub Hub and Uber Eats, and they're not paying that upcharge in the food, I'm telling you, there's going to be a need. And that's why I told people, if you do Amazon Flex, don't be trying to get all those drops during the holiday season. Don't be trying to do Amazon Flex everything, because the messed up or something, and they take you off their platform because you try to deliver 100 packages during the holidays, and then you mess up your stats before the real money is paid. Because I knew when Amazon bought that Whole Foods, I said Amazon Prime is going to be, they're going to get rid of that stupid ass Instacart. They're going to get rid of Instacart, and
they're going to be doing their own deliveries. And lo and behold, that's what happened. So it just started this week. It started, what, let me see. Yep, it started this week. And right now, if I was to turn on my Amazon Flex and get available, I would get me some orders. But dang, people's been grabbing them. The minute I get the thing on the screen, I'll be contemplating, looking at it, deciding. Next thing you know, somebody already took it. They're like, someone already took it. You can't be slow. You can't be contemplating and thinking about it. No, let me think about it. Man, that thing, 2 seconds later, that thing be gone. But I'm going to try it out this weekend. And I'm going to try it out this weekend and next week. And I'm going to stay right around this area. I'm not going to go home. And I'm going to say, oh, let me go home. Nope. I'm going to stay right where I'm at. And then I'm going to sit there and put myself in available, because they said the best time to get it is when, they do pick up at restaurants. Yep, they do everything. Amazon Prime, Amazon Fresh, Amazon regular packages. Now, it's not, you don't have to be at one particular, you don't have to be at Bolton or Smyrna location. Now it's available for everything related to Amazon. And they finally came to Atlanta. And because I remember when they were talking about this last year, late last year. Was it late last year? I think it was late last year. Yep, Amazon Fresh is the groceries. You're supposed to go. See, my friend did it one time, and I didn't understand. So she told me, you go there, you get, you scan these packages and these bags or something like that. Like sometimes they give you like 10 bags and you just delivering it to different people. It's just like the Live. Let me tell you about the Live in a minute. Because the Live is the same thing too. I signed up for the Live. It's going on about 3 weeks now, but I only did one task with them last Saturday. I made $58 in 3 hours, but they took out the background check fee. I was like, what's that thing? You had to pay for the background. They took the fee out. I said, okay, fine, whatever. How much was the background check? And they said it was $32. I said, okay, fine, whatever. They took it out. They taken it out in two settlement payments. They're not going to take it out all at once. But I said, okay, whatever. Oops. Oh, you've been doing it for 6 months? Do you like it? I got me an order at Himalayan Spice, this raggedy parking lot. I don't understand why they don't pay this parking lot in this restaurant I'm about to go to. Now they pay $9 and something cents. So I already made over the guarantee. Uh-oh. What do you mean I'm not able to receive orders right now? Check your network. All right, y'all. I'll be back at 8 o'clock. I think the YouTube is messing up my Grub Hub network. It's not picking up because I'm on YouTube. So, all right. Let me see what y'all been saying. I know. I can't wait till I start doing it. That's why I'm going to start doing more Amazon demand, especially come next week. So, because if they paying between that range, that's way more money than any of them. So, all right, let me go because it's messing up my signal. Grubhub already said they can't pick up the signal. So, I'll come back at 8 o'clock. Talk to y'all later. Bye.